What were you doing? Like, one person dies a year from cows. They're usually tourists. I'm like, oh no, what did I get myself into? Every country has a story. I have been to 19 countries. I want to tell you a story for every single one of those countries. I have this map right here. I love maps. I'm a map man. And I want to go through every single country I've been to, all 19 of them, and tell you just one story that I find entertaining from that. Austria. Today we're talking about Austria. So I have a funny story of when I was in Austria. I was fortunate enough to be able to take the gondolas and do some hiking up in the high altitude. It was super cool. Since I'm a natural cheapskate, I only paid for the gondola to go up, and I figured I'd just hike all the way back down. It was fairly exhausting, but it was fairly fun. Also fairly dangerous. You gotta watch out for the cows there. They got the stereotypical big bells that are super cool, you know, they're this big and they just walk around gonging, and it just you feel like you're in a dream when you're walking around the Austrian Alps because you can just hear the bells ringing in the background. It's just expansive. What I wanted to do was pet the cows. Of course, you know, they're big giant cows. You want to pet them. Even though they look kind of bony and weird, but it makes you want to pet them even more. So I start walking up towards the cow, and I wanted to record it. I might be able to find the recording. If you stick around to the end, I'll show you the recording of me trying to pet the cow. So I'm trying to record it. I'm reaching out I got my camera and I'm reaching out to pet it. And you know, first it just kind of backs away. I'm like, okay, so I'm maybe I'll just go a little slower. So I walk in a little slower, and then what it does is it puts its head down. It's got the big old horns, you know, like this. It puts its head down and kind of starts headbutting at me. It doesn't hit me, but it's you know, gesturing that way, come at me, bro, come at me. It's going like that towards me. I'm like, oh shoot, but I want to get closer, so I just keep going, and then it does it even more. So I was like, okay, not worth it, not worth it. I get to the bottom of the hill and I tell one of the locals about this experience, and they're like, what were you doing? One person dies a year from cows. They're usually tourists. I'm like, oh no, what did I get myself into? I almost got killed by a cow. You guys are lucky you're even watching me alive right now. I was nearly murdered. If you're in Austria, watch out for the cows. If you like cows, put a comment saying I like cows. If you don't like cows, put a comment saying I don't like cows. We'll see who comes out on top. Cows or no cows. I'm a cow person, despite my near-death experience. If you like stories like this, I'm just doing this for fun, so having a good time doing it. But yeah, I'm trying to put out a new video every Sunday, so subscribe. Look forward to those videos on Sunday. And other than that, I'll see you next time.